Good day, everyone. My name is George Kosh. I'm the CEO of Worldprofit. I want to introduce you to the future. Chat powered not by people, but by AIs. And we all know what AIs are because of the incredible advances with a site called ChatGPT. Everybody's using it. It's through OpenAI, doctors, lawyers. This thing has just changed the planet. And of course, I jumped on this back in December when I got an email from one of my lists that, I'm a geek. So I got this, I learned the programming, and I found some really great sites with resources. And believe it or not, I used ChatGPT to help create this chatbot with the help of an API I found from OpenAI through another company. Anyways, let me just show you what this thing does. So people come in, and they come to our member area and they have questions. Well, you can turn on our live business center and talk to real people if you want, but how about we look at this? They click on the help, and what comes up is a GPT, so ChatGPT powered system that we have pre-programmed. In other words, all we do is we load questions and answers, just like you would to a human. You take a question that somebody would ask you, you type out the answer, and you feed it into this thing. Now, it's just that easy because I've created programs to allow us to do that easily. You literally put the question in, the answer, and that's it. But you could put hundreds of questions and answers. You could put an ebook in here. So it doesn't have to just be a simple question with a two-line answer. You could put in a whole dossier about your company. You could put lecture notes that you've done. This thing has an ability to compile it all and think of answers to questions that people would ask, that even when I've asked this thing questions that I've fed it information on, it gives me surprisingly good answers. For example, some of the common questions are, how do I get started in this program? Well, you click on it and you think, I don't know. Well, let's see. Now, it's going to give an answer that I never gave it. I might have answered that question 10 times over without really knowing it by feeding it data about my business. That's the important thing to understand about this. It's going to feed you an answer just like that. To get started in the program, and it goes through it. I can then say, well, what is the URL to order? What is my URL to order? Silver, because that's, it says silver. I want to know about silver. So here we go. Let's see what it says. And again, I haven't pre-programmed this thing. It's not, these aren't specialty answers. I'm just making up the question right now that a person would make up and type in. So you can see it's thinking, and that is the exact link to order a silver membership. Now, I'm not going to order, I'm already a member. But it gives you an idea. But let's look at it from the point of view of a customer that is not upgraded. So I just happen to have my browser up here, of a customer that's not upgraded in the system. And you can see here, we've got a help file. How do I upgrade? What are the bonuses? How do I get details? But you can also ask questions that you would normally ask to a person. Okay, so, and I know my screen's a little cut off here, so let me just squeeze this a little smaller to show you what I mean. Let's just bring this up a bit. There, that's better. So I want to get my visitors going. How do I get your advertising? And that's a good question. How do I get details? These are common questions that we're constantly asked. So we like that because when we get a question like that, we can put the answer in, right into the system. How do I order your traffic blaster? Just as an example. Now imagine how much time this saves when people they're a little shy about asking a question in our chat system. There may be other people in there using our live business center, which is staffed by people. So you kind of want that private question. It says go to the top menu, traffic blaster packs. Okay, well, if I look at the top menu, it says traffic blaster. That's pretty good. And I can assure you, we just fed in probably 600 pages of stuff, and this thing just knows. And if you've ever used ChatGPT, I think you get a good understanding of that, because this thing is creating answers that are, it's like it's thinking, and it's accessing this data. I'm just so fascinated by this. I've tested this thing, and every time we have an issue, say it answers a question wrong, we can instantly put the right answer, and it learns it in seconds with the system I've created. And trust me, this is fantastic. You can even remove stuff. If you say, I don't like that document anymore, delete, put a new one in. It's just that easy. You don't have to go to some special thing or anything. It's just very, very basic how things are added and removed into this system. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to show you right now. Let's just take this over. I'm going to show you a really neat thing that I've created. I'll show you just how easy it is to do this. Bring this over here. And I'm just going to pull up my database here and I'll show you what I created. Interface. This one is just for training the model. Okay, so say that I get this question, how do I find my sponsor? So this is what we put in. We've just said to find your sponsor, go here. Once this is done and you've saved it, this all comes up automatically in the interface, process to AI training. I've also got an area that lists this. Say that I don't like this anymore, I click on it and delete it. Okay, so that's just how simple this system is for us. We will be offering this as a service to our customers very shortly, but I thought I would just say, hey, this thing is pretty incredible how this can go. Imagine the power of this. You put in 25 or 30 documents and you just say, oh, I don't like this one anymore, delete it, let's do an updated one. And you can keep this very limited. But here's the thing, when somebody says to you, well, how long can the Q&A be? Well, it could be like 50 pages long if you want. It could be a whole book. Okay, so that's pretty neat. Very excited about this, and I hope you are too. If you have any questions about it, hey, sign up as an associate, find out more information, and go from there. And fill out a sport ticket if you have further questions. Thanks.